Now in 4 News Now at 6, a Spokane County boy says he was terrified as his neighbor allegedly tried to run him over.
Run? Oh my God.
See how neighbors are reacting.
Blue skies, sunshine, and temperatures in the 70s. I'll show you if this beautiful weather will last through Mother's Day weekend in the First Alert forecast.
And the Spokane County Library District is asking voters to approve a levy this summer. We'll show you how that money will be used and what it could mean for your property taxes. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
This lady's crazy.
And we showed you some of this video yesterday of a woman trying to hit a child with her car. Thankfully, no one was hit, and the woman was later arrested. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Derek Dice. Today, we are learning more about how it all went down. It happened on South Fruitvale Road on the West Plains near the Amazon Fulfillment Center. Our Daniel Purcell is following this story today and is live right where it happened. So, Daniel, how is that neighborhood reacting tonight?
Well, people here are shaken up by that incident from just 1 week ago, and deputies aren't sure why it happened, but the suspect told them she doesn't remember driving down the sidewalk. Wendy Clemente was arrested last week for DUI and attempted first-degree assault. In court documents, deputies say Clemente was arrested about a mile away, where she's accused of trying to trespass on somebody's property. Investigators say Clemente admitted she probably had too much to drink. Many people in this neighborhood are shocked by the incident.
I couldn't even imagine if our kids or if other neighbor kids were out. Like, that would be really nerve-wracking to see someone chase them down like that. Nothing like this ever happens on our street. It's very safe.
After the incident, deputies say the child on the bike told them he was terrified. Clemente lives just down the road from where this happened, and she was able to get out of jail without having to post bond. She's due back in court on the 20th. In West Plains, Daniel Purcell, 4 News Now.
All right, Daniel, thanks so much. Here is a live look at One Spokane Stadium, where the North Central High School boys soccer team will be taking on the Southridge Suns in the first round of the district playoffs. Kickoff is set for 6:30. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins me now. And Chris, you couldn't really ask for any better soccer weather than we have today.
Absolutely. Not too hot, but that beautiful sunshine is great for spectators. Take a look at our temperatures right now. We are in the 70s in most locations. 73 here in downtown Spokane, 74 in Meade and Millwood. It's 68 in Spirit Lake and Rathdrum. All of these temperatures running a little above average. There are some 80s on the map from Winthrop down through Omak, Grand Coulee, and Moses Lake. 77 presently in Lewiston. It's 72 in Spokane and Sandpoint. Temperature change from this time yesterday. Most locations are a little bit cooler, but not that much, and we're going to warm right back up tomorrow into the mid to upper 70s. This evening, meanwhile, clear skies, 70 degrees at 7 o'clock. We'll be cooling down into the 50s by 10. I will be back with your 7-day forecast. I am tracking the possibility of some isolated showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow evening. I'll let you know where you might expect them in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, talk to you in a bit. The Spokane County Medical Examiner has changed the manner of death for a 47-year-old man on Spokane South Hill from homicide to pending as investigators learn more about the case. Officials now say both the cause and manner of death for Derek Foreman are pending until the review is complete. Foreman was shot and killed last Thursday near 33rd and Arthur. The medical examiner previously said he died from a gunshot wound to the lower right leg. Police detained a man seen leaving the area, but he was later released. The department's Major Crimes Unit continues to investigate. No arrests have been made, but police say there is no ongoing threat to the community. Overdoses are declining in Spokane County, and Spokane Fire is hoping to continue that trend by investing in its behavioral response unit. The unit focuses on referring people to treatment and preventing overdoses. Derek Strom has the story.
After peaking last year with an average of 220 suspected opioid overdoses a month, Spokane County has seen an improvement. The numbers have declined since September, and so far this year, the county is averaging 156 suspected overdoses. Spokane Fire's Behavioral Response Unit and the CARES team is working to help. The unit responds to emergencies, and the CARES team follows up to get people the help they need.
It is dispatched through the 911 center, and it responds out at the moment when there is, whether it's a psychiatric call, some sort of behavioral health call or an overdose.
Data from the Spokane Fire Department suggests that overdoses have been trending down over the past year. But what might surprise you is that overdoses are affecting just as many housed people as unhoused people here in Spokane.
We have one social worker who is just 100% dedicated to more street outreach and following up with those that are not housed. But about half of our overdoses are housed.
Spokane Fire says its behavioral response unit has helped refer more than 140 people to treatment over the last few months.
It really is about trying to get people to the right treatment at the right time. And a lot of the time, especially in overdoses, that time is right after they've had a catastrophic event like an overdose.
The behavioral response unit is also distributing Suboxone, which helps decrease the likelihood of overdosing for 1 to 2 days. Spokane Fire is hoping to bring in 2 people to work with the behavioral response unit full time. Right now, the fire department uses rotating firefighter paramedics to staff the unit. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
A trial date is now set for the woman accused of shooting and stabbing her ex-boyfriend 48 times. Cynthia Khalil is accused of killing Justin Daniel in April of 2024. Khalil and Daniel shared a son and had been engaged in a custody battle where Daniel retained full custody. Court documents say Khalil broke into Daniel's home and then went to her stepfather's house covered in blood. The trial is set to begin on May 18th. 3 people died in a car crash in Douglas County last night. It happened on Highway 97 near Chelan. Washington State Patrol says 47-year-old Derek Reardon was driving south when he crossed the center line and hit 2 cars. 2 people in the first car were ejected and taken to the hospital. The second car flipped, killing 20-year-old Ella Weaver and 22-year-old David Klein. Reardon also died in the crash. There is no indication that drugs or alcohol were involved. Well, the Spokane Indians had an Education Day game today. Don't miss the highlights, and one of our very own 4 News Now anchors throwing out the first pitch. Plus, gas prices continue to skyrocket as the U.S.-Iran war continues. Hear how President Trump addressed concerns of rising fuel costs. And as thousands of Gonzaga students prepare for graduation this weekend, the university is dealing with another case of racism, this time involving the Spokane Police Department. See how the school is responding next on 4 News Now.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Toyota.
If you've been in a motorcycle accident, the stakes are often big.
Big injuries, immense pain, and huge medical bills.
That's when you call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
My mind felt hazy and gray. I couldn't follow conversations. It was like I was in a fog. I was sleeping way too much. I was missing out on activities with my family. I felt underwater. Now I know it was depression. Recognizing my symptoms and finding support helped me manage it. Learn more about your symptoms at seehowifeel.org.
Experience the award-winning Best Musical Back to the Future at First Interstate Center for the Arts, May 26th through 31st. Get your tickets yesterday.
Post Falls ER and Hospital. Voted the best ER in North Idaho. Accepting all commercial insurance, any network status from any state. Post Falls ER and Hospital. Minutes away, hours faster.
Your chance to win energy-saving products from Residential Home Solutions is back with our 2026 A New View contest. $15,000 in our quality-made windows and entry doors could be yours. When it comes to an installation you can count on, trust our local experts to deliver reliable service every time. For details on your chance to win, enter now at residentialhs.com or call 892-6460. Discover a new view along with the difference our windows will make in your home. Residential Home Solutions. Windows.
After months of construction, Frank's Wide Shoe Store is proud to welcome you back. Whether you're on your feet all day or simply want shoes that love you back, we specialize in extra wide sizes and extended fits, all-day comfort technology, and stylish options for every season. Step into comfort, stay for the style. Frank's Wide Shoes. Come find your perfect fit.
Okay, team, this year when people call the Easy Home Buyer, I want to offer more for their home. We're going to buy the home as is and close in as little as 14 days and give them a check. Let's go.
Just days ahead of Gonzaga's graduation, the university is investigating another racist incident that took place on campus. It's one of several racist incidents that have occurred there this year. Madeline Mullins spoke with Gonzaga today and shares more from the investigation and the university's response.
Tonight, an investigation is underway into an incident that took place last week in a Gonzaga parking garage. According to the university, security cameras capture 4 people who appear to be college students writing racist and anti-Semitic messages out on a dirty car.
We have not been able yet to confirm the identities of sometimes security footage is not as, it's a little more grainy than you'd like it to be. But we are actively working on that. And if we can identify who those folks are, there will be accountability.
The university's president wrote in a letter to the community that this conduct is wholly unacceptable. It stands in direct opposition to our commitment to the inherent dignity and worth of every person. We condemn this behavior unequivocally, adding that a police report has been filed. And this is not the first time an incident like this has happened at Gonzaga. Back in February at a Black Student Union event, members say they were subject to racist comments and one individual had an item stolen. And the university says that this year, hateful messages have been spread on an anonymous app called Fizz that's popular amongst students.
So there were definitely experiences that students are having on campus that made them feel less like they belonged, less supported, less seen.
All of this prompting the school to form the Presidential Task Force on Accompaniment, Safety, and Belonging.
You know, some of this work is about communication. Some of it's about accountability structures. There's stuff in there around leadership and development and training for faculty and staff and students.
The university says this group meets weekly to address challenges and changes that need to be made on campus, and the work will continue into the summer. They hope to create an easier way for students to report these incidents before the fall. In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Your Wednesday forecast, mostly sunny skies, high temperatures more than 10 degrees above average. We do have the possibility of some evening mountain thunderstorms. I'll tell you all about that next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls ER and Hospital.
Eastern Washington University is the region's polytechnic. And that means we don't do things like everyone else. We put hands-on learning at the forefront of everything we do. Our Polytechnic plays trumpet, learns applied ethics, and studies humanities and education. It powers the research centers that give our STEM graduates an edge in the workforce. We are your Eastern Washington University, the region's Polytechnic.
From urgent AC repairs to full system replacements, Bill's Heating and AC has you covered. See why thousands of local homeowners trust us for fast, honest heating and cooling services. We offer free second opinions, a lowest price guarantee, weekend service, free equipment quotes, and upfront pricing with no surprises. So call Bill's Heating and AC today and make this summer more comfortable than ever.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. When you need to communicate, you can communicate.
America's best network needs off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. Plus, over the past 5 years, T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T. And enjoy a 5-year price guarantee on experience plans.
The value that we get with T-Mobile is excellent.
Coeur d'Alene Honda has been here since 1968, owned and operated by the same family for over 57 years.
A lot's changed in 57 years. The way we treat our customers hasn't.
Check out our reviews. With a 4.7 rating, it shows we really care.
Here at Coeur d'Alene Honda, all of our new and select pre-owned Hondas come with our free nationwide lifetime warranty.
If you're looking for that perfect vehicle, we've got you covered.
We work with local credit unions and lenders to get you the best rate possible.
I just got approved with no money down.
Don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Oh my goodness. Mary, what's the 411, hun? What is something that would surprise people about you?
Tomorrow, it's Mary J. Blige with Robin, exclusive on her incredible new Vegas residency. Tomorrow on
Good Morning America.
All right, welcome back. I'm joined once again by Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker. We have more 70-degree weather on the way. But, Chris, you're also tracking some potential thunderstorms as well?
Yes, over the Northeast mountains and North Idaho. 4 things to know about your weather. We're warming up Wednesday. We'll be back up in the upper 70s with the potential for some mountain storms Wednesday evening. Highs stay in the 70s through the weekend, and it should be beautiful weather on Sunday for Mother's Day. Let's go back to those thunderstorms. Starting off our forecast radar at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Clear skies across the region. And as we get into the afternoon, we start to see some clouds bubbling up. And then by 5 o'clock, a chance of a few showers and thunderstorms up around Colville, north of Bonners Ferry along the Canadian border and through western Montana. Those thunderstorms could move through the Sandpoint area on their way into western Montana, and then we are dry again. We always have the possibility that some of those thunderstorms could hold together and drift down into the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, but right now it looks more likely that they will stay over the mountains. Ooh, I have a pretty live picture to show you of the LC Valley here from the mountains above. Now, earlier in the day, there was a cow grazing right there, but she moved off to the which way would that be? East. Meanwhile, I want to show you this next view from just a bit further to the east, looking down at the Camas Prairie and Grangeville. And look at what we find up here at 6,000 feet on Pilot's Knob. A little bit of snow. There should be a lot more snow. Latest snowpack readings from around the region. Of course, state of Washington and the state of Idaho in a snow drought, all running below average, some quite a bit more than others. Clearwater, 70% of average. Spokane, 52% of average. Upper Columbia Basin looking not so bad with 88% of average, and that is the snow water equivalent, or the moisture stored in the snowpack. Yakima, it's bleak, 12% of average. We are going to have no precipitation for the first part of the day tomorrow. Clear skies with temperatures in the 50s, by noon in the 70s with mostly clear conditions. Then we'll start to see those clouds developing as the chance of thunderstorms in the mountains shows up. We will be peaking tomorrow at 78 degrees, a little bit warmer than our 73 today, but more than 10 degrees above average tomorrow, with highs in the 70s and 80s throughout the entire region. Right around the Spokane area, 81 in Meade, 70s elsewhere around the metro area. We are going to drop back down to 70 Friday and then make another run at 80 Monday of next week. Have not officially hit 80 degrees in Spokane yet. We've had 79, and there's another one of those on Mother's Day, which should be a beautiful day, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. The Spokane Indians had another Education Day game today, and Jack, we saw a familiar face on the mound.
Yeah, Derek, you had your first pitch earlier this year. I got mine right now in August. It's Rob King, ready to throw now.
Buddy.
That was pretty good. Great pitch for him. Game starts shortly after a fantastic day on the mound for Indians starting pitcher Jackson Cox. There's him retiring the first inning. He's going to do it again in the second. 9K day for Cox. And now back to the offense. Kelvin Hidalgo gets great airtime. That gets away from the outfield. That sends home both Kevin Fitzer and Robert Kalaz. The 2 RBI triple lifts Spokane to their first lead of the game. And Rainier Hernandez quickly extends the lead. A line drive to left rounds in Hidalgo, and the Indians hold a 3-0 advantage. Jake Monroe cuts into the Spokane lead with a third-inning solo home run, but any comeback chance withers away late, and Spokane earns a 4-2 win to take the 1-0 series advantage. So looking at Cox's game today, he threw 7 innings, allowed only a single hit and run, 3 walks, and threw 9 strikeouts. One of the best prospects in the Rockies organization for a reason. The win breaks a 3-game Spokane losing streak, and they'll return to action tomorrow evening for Game 2 back at Avista Stadium. So coming up later in sports, we got the Mariners taking on the Braves, Game 2 of the midweek series, and the Spokane Velocity. I know I'm very excited about this one. New scarf, jersey drops, all this stuff for 509 Day coming up.
More merch for you to buy soon, I'm sure. All right, what started as a teenage hunting trip turned into a hidden Idaho treasure. Coming up, we'll take you inside the cave discovered more than 70 years ago that's now a one-of-a-kind attraction. Plus, surveillance cameras capture a random attack on a 77-year-old man in downtown Seattle. Coming up, why the mayor is considering shutting the system down as police say it helped lead to an arrest. And a luxury cruise turned medical emergency as a suspected hantavirus outbreak has left 3 passengers dead and others fighting for their lives. We'll show you the latest on the evacuation efforts and the growing concerns from health officials next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Cal Cars in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene.
Retirement isn't about slowing down. It's about turning up what you love. Enjoy live music at pub night, energizing fitness classes, and friends who feel like family. At Broadway Court Estates, you retire from work, not from life. Talk to a Broadway Court Estates community advisor today.
Do you hear that? Something's calling. A call to climb your own mountain, no matter how it might look. A call to let doubt eat our dust. Express ourselves. And leave it all on the court. A call to community, helping you find your healthier you. Health is calling, and MultiCare is here to help you answer.
Last year, Canopy Village provided more than 2,000 nights of safety for children in crisis right here in our community.
So those nights of safety mean that children had a place to feel secure and cared for in times they need it the most.
Friday, May 29th, Numerica would donate $1 for every drink purchased at Jitters, up to $10,000. Come grab a cup of coffee and support Canopy Village. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
The Tire Store for auto repairs, tires, and wheels. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASC certified, and you can start an account with no credit check. Tire Store.
You've worked hard your whole life. Now it's time to live fully. Community, comfort, connection. At Broadway Court Estates, your friends are always next door. Talk to a Broadway Court Estates community advisor today.
In news around the world now, more than 100 people remain stuck aboard a luxury Antarctic cruise following a suspected hantavirus outbreak that's killed 3 people and left several others ill. Investigators are still trying to determine what caused the initial outbreak. ABC's Melissa Adon has more.
A suspected outbreak of the rare and dangerous hantavirus is affecting the luxury cruise liner Oceanwide Expeditions. 3 people are dead and at least 4 others are critically ill. World Health Organization doctors are concerned that others may become sick and potentially could die, as the incubation period is approximately between 1 and 8 weeks.
The health services here in Cabo Verde were taking the decision not to disembark the patients out of safety as well for the Cape Verdean population.
Officials have prepared a hospital isolation area. The ship left Argentina 3 weeks ago with about 150 passengers bound for Antarctica. Jake Rosemarin is one of 17 Americans stuck on the ship, sharing this plea on social media.
We're not just a story. We're not just headlines. We're people.
Oceanwide Expedition says the first case from a Dutch passenger presented symptoms on April 6th and died April 11th. The WHO says his wife fell ill on the repatriation flight to Johannesburg, South Africa, and died in the emergency department 2 weeks later. On May 2nd, another passenger, a German national, also died. The CDC says hantaviruses are a family of viruses spread by contact with infected rodents, which cause serious illness and sometimes death in people worldwide, adding that the virus spreads by infected rodents' body fluids and excrement, breathing or touching contaminated objects. One of the passengers who was sickened was taken to South Africa for treatment. He is in critical condition, and on board 2 crew members and 1 passenger are currently experiencing symptoms, according to the WHO. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Despite the Pentagon saying Iran has fired at commercial vessels 9 times, seized 2 ships, and attacked U.S. forces close to a dozen times, administration officials insist the ceasefire is still intact. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says it's up to President Trump to decide when Iran has crossed the line.
What do they need to do to violate the ceasefire?
Well, you'll find out, because I'll let you know. They know what to do, and they know what to do. They know what not to do, more importantly.
As the war drags on, no deal is in sight, and there are no apparent talks in the works. President Trump insists Iran has just one choice.
They should wave the white flag of surrender. In hockey, they say, uncle, right? When are they gonna cry uncle?
Today, Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced the administration will forward a new draft resolution to the UN Security Council aimed at pressuring Iran into reopening the Strait of Hormuz. Since the war began, we've seen gas prices reach the highest they've been in years. Right now, the national average is $4.48 a gallon, but you can expect to pay much more than that here in the inland Northwest. In Washington, the average is $5.70 a gallon, and in Idaho, it's $4.50. Experts say prices are only going to get worse. Today, President Trump addressing concerns about rising fuel costs.
That's a very small price to pay for getting rid of a nuclear weapon from people that are really mentally deranged.
If and when the Strait of Hormuz reopens, experts say it could take months for those prices to get back to normal. First responders pulled a body out of the Spokane River earlier today. It was found near the intersection of West Falls Avenue and North Lower Crossing Street near Kendall Yards. No word yet on the victim's identity or how long the body may have been in the river. Anyone driving near Coeur d'Alene may see a giant plume of smoke, but the U.S. Forest Service says there's nothing to worry about because crews are doing a prescribed burn. Crews are burning more than 100 acres of hazardous fuels. It's happening about 6 miles east of Hayden Lake. Anyone in the area may encounter delays, though, as crews cross the road. All right, still ahead, a new AI tool from MIT and Mass General Brigham Cancer Institute can predict lung cancer. We'll show you how it works and what it can mean for early detection. And voters will decide the fate of a Spokane County library levy this summer. See how it could impact property taxes if approved. Next on 4 News Now.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
This is Arby's pulled pork and chopped brisket. This is the juicy result of slow smoking meat for up to 13 hours. And this is you forgetting time exists and getting lost in the sauce.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Ready for action? It's No Holds Barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 14th. The Marshall Tucker Band takes the highway to a special night full of classics. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, June 4th. Bringing undeniable soul, upbeat energy, and unbreakable heart to country. Drake White, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 2nd. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
When you visit the LC Valley, you'll do more than just get away. You'll relive the history of explorers who traveled through this region, and you might even make a splash of your own. See educational exhibits of Lewis and Clark and immerse yourself in an authentic cultural experience. Unwind and savor the flavor in the Northwest Discovery Destination. Your adventure awaits.
Back to the Future is coming to Spokane.
1955?
If they don't meet, they won't fall in love, they won't get married, and neither you nor your siblings will ever be born.
Whoa, this is heavy. Experience the award-winning Best Musical, Back to the Future, at First Interstate Center for the Arts, May 26th through 31st. Get your tickets yesterday.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, voted the best ER in North Idaho. Open 24/7, Post Falls ER delivers premium emergency care with low wait times. From sports injuries to urgent ambulance arrivals with state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and a team ready for anything. They accept all commercial insurance, any network status from any state. Because every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, minutes away, hours faster.
This is Arby's quarter-pound pulled pork and chopped brisket. Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic, although there is a lot of smoke involved. Poof!
Arby's, we have the meat.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Just trying to run. Oh my God.
A Spokane County woman was arrested for trying to run down a child on a dirt bike on the sidewalk. As you just saw, 56-year-old Wendy Clemente was arrested 1 week ago for attempted first-degree assault and DUI. The incident happened on Fruitvale Road on the West Plains near the Plains Golf Course. Daniel Purcell reached out to the suspect and spoke with neighbors today. He joins us live in that neighborhood with the latest details. Daniel.
After talking to neighbors all day, the one word that kept coming up was shock. They just can't believe that something like this would happen in their neighborhood.
Just trying to run.
Tonight, the West Terrace neighborhood in the West Plains is on edge after this incident.
This lady's crazy.
56-year-old Wendy Clemente was arrested for DUI and attempted first-degree assault after she allegedly tried to chase down a child on a dirt bike by driving on a sidewalk.
I couldn't even imagine if our kids or if other neighbor kids were out. Like, that would be really nerve-wracking to see someone chase them down like that. Nothing like this ever happens on our street. It's very safe.
Neighbors say it's typically a peaceful place where kids frequently play outside, including on dirt bikes like the one in the video.
It's pretty quiet. People are aware, of the motorcycles. Other than that, it's real peaceful. Real quiet around here.
In court documents, deputies say Clemente was arrested about a mile away, where she's accused of trying to trespass on someone's property. Investigators say Clemente admitted she probably had too much to drink. They say she was slurring her words and didn't remember driving on the sidewalk. Deputies say the child on the bike told them he was terrified.
It's strange to see something like that happen, in a place that you live where it's like, it's usually really calm here.
Clemente lives just down the road from where this happened. She was able to get out without posting a bond, and she'll be back in court on the 20th. In the West Plains, Daniel Purcell, 4 News Now.
Yeah, Daniel, thank you so much. Again, just shocking video to see. All right, 10 local libraries are almost completely funded by property taxes, and they're asking voters to approve more funding in this year's primary election. Angela Hara explains how much more it'll cost homeowners and where the money will go.
The Spokane County Library District says its current levy isn't enough to keep up with rising costs.
We have an inevitable point where the inflation is greater than our revenue increase.
SCLD says it can be costly to replace windows, repaint buildings, and update HVAC systems.
A lot of our buildings are at least 25 years or older.
So there will be a new library levy on the August ballot. Spokane County says a person who owns a $350,000 home already pays $115 a year to maintain 10 local libraries. If the levy passes, they'll pay another $42 a year. The libraries say the money would fund much-needed maintenance projects, like reopening Argonne Library that is currently closed for an HVAC system replacement. They'll also have enough to make modern purchases, like buying more digital ebooks.
A lot of our community has transitioned as technology has grown, so folks can have access to the library 24/7 on their device at home.
Community rooms and libraries, just like the one I'm standing in, are free for anybody to use. But Spokane County Library District says that if the measure fails, they could start room charging in order to make up for the revenue that they're seeking. But not every homeowner is willing to eat up the extra cost.
When you think of all the other ballot measures that go around, school levies, fire district levies, this, that, and the other thing, yeah, in the long run, it does add up.
Libraries share a different perspective.
Everybody is here, from the littlest to the oldest, to folks from various economic backgrounds, different cultural backgrounds. We see the cross-section of everybody in our community, and we're thrilled to be able to provide this service for folks.
If approved, the property tax library levy would take effect next year. In Spokane, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
All right, we'll see how it all plays out later this summer. Chris Crocker joining us here once again, and yeah, we're loving this weather right there in the 70s.
Well, good, because I've got a lot more of this kind of weather on the way, with an occasional speed bump on our way to 80 degrees. Downtown right now, however, winds are light, the skies are mostly clear. It is a beautiful evening presently, and still about an hour and a half, a little bit more before sunset. A broad view on our satellite and radar over the northwestern United States, showing mostly clear skies throughout the region. Till we get over into western Montana, a few clouds and isolated showers moving south in a northwesterly flow over that region. That's what brought our temperatures down just a hair today from yesterday. And we do have a cooler night, still above average, but 45 for a morning low, with mostly clear skies, winds out of the east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our overnight lows through the 7-day forecast will be above average and above freezing. If you are getting ready to plant or already have some tender plants in the ground, you'll be good to go. A high tomorrow of 78 with mostly sunny skies, and that chance of some evening mountain thunderstorms. Winds out of the south at 5 to 10. In the afternoon, you might encounter a 20-mile-per-hour gust. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast, Eric.
All right, Chris, thank you. A 4th suspect has been arrested in connection to a deadly North Spokane stabbing. Tommy Elens is facing first-degree murder charges for the death of 41-year-old Adam Stallings. It happened at the Apple Tree Inn back in February. Investigators say a drug deal led to the attack. Court documents say Elens was seen entering the motel room wearing a mask and carrying a baseball bat. 2 others were also charged. Jonathan Woodcock faces second-degree murder as an alleged accomplice, while Elizabeth Wallen pleaded guilty to rendering criminal assistance. The 4th suspect was shot and killed by police during a SWAT operation in February. That officer-involved shooting is now under review. A newly released video shows 2 men attacking a 77-year-old man who was walking down the street in downtown Seattle last month. That man is still recovering in the hospital. The video was captured through the city's surveillance camera network, and police say it helped them make an arrest in the case. But that same camera system could soon be shut down. KOMO's Jeremy Harris explains why.
You can see the 77-year-old victim as he walks down 3rd Avenue in downtown Seattle. He told investigators he was heading home when out of nowhere he was attacked. The 2 suspects shove, punch, and then this man stops right short of kicking the injured senior as he lay on the ground. The 2 attackers walk off, leaving the man behind. Bystanders and witnesses do nothing.
Which one is it? The tall one?
A security guard called 911 after hearing the man cry for help. Police arrive and find the suspect standing at a nearby McDonald's. At the time, police were only told one of the men was involved. They arrested 29-year-old Ahmed Osman. Here's what he had to say as he was walked to a patrol car.
You know Katie? Yeah, I know Katie. The mayor. Yeah. Thank you. That's it. That's almost it. That's my last word.
It's not clear why he brought up Mayor Wilson, but she is facing critical decisions on the cameras that recorded this assault. These are called public space cameras, and they feed into the Seattle Police Real-Time Crime Center. SPD has deployed more than 60 of these to crime hotspots. They've recorded other violent crimes here on 3rd Avenue, including this assault and the horrific attack on 75-year-old Jeanette Markin, who was struck in the eye by a man who was wielding a board with a bolt through the end of it.
He's a regular. He usually punches.
Investigators and prosecutors have said these cameras are an essential tool, but Mayor Katie Wilson is facing pressure pressure from people who raise privacy concerns and fear the camera feeds could end up in the hands of immigration authorities, though police have said the system is secure. Wilson is allowing new cameras to be installed in Pioneer Square ahead of the FIFA World Cup games, but they won't be turned on unless the city determines there's a credible threat. Here's what Mayor Wilson told us last week about the future of the cameras.
I believe that CCTV cameras have an important role to play in our public safety system, and we also have to be very careful to make sure that our data storage, security, sharing practices don't make that system vulnerable to misuse and abuse.
And that was KOMO's Jeremy Harris reporting. Jack Wallace here now, and the Mariners looking for a series win against the Atlanta Braves today.
Yeah, the series win would be massive, taking down the best team in baseball right now, and that's the Mariners team coming off a pretty humbling series loss to Kansas City. Find out what Seattle has to do to get a win today, plus all you need to know ahead of the Velocity's 509 match this weekend. It's next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gold Seal Plumbing.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
When you're ready for more peace and quiet, Numerica has flexible home loans so you can get more for what you love. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
You got shortness of breath, chest pains, and a cough. Little things wipe you out, you can't shake it off. It might be long COVID. You got chills, brain fog, depression, fever, can't smell or taste. Could be long COVID. One more time.
At Parker Toyota, we've seen hybrids come a long way. Ever since the Toyota Prius changed the game over 20 years ago.
And today, Toyota offers more hybrid models than any other manufacturer.
Hybrids that take you further on every tank.
With fewer fuel stops slowing you down. And right now, we've got one of the largest selections of hybrids.
Right here at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
There we go, folks. Wow, what an opportunity. No time for hugs. Either of you guys looking to save money or make money? Well, it's pretty good. Here, I want you to hold this. We got 40 seconds. You ready?
We don't put the price on there until you sign.
At Northwest Window and Door, you'll love our no-pressure sales approach. And we sell the highest quality Marvin windows and doors. Get 3 quotes, make sure one's ours. You'll be glad you did.
My husband was making my dreams come true. I used to lay in bed at night and go, our life is so perfect. But it came at a cost. He destroyed my universe.
This is betrayal. Tonight on ABC and stream on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Behind the scenes at the Met Gala, it's fashion's biggest night of the year. Nicole Kidman, Beyonce, Sabrina Carpenter. Will the boycott ruin the night? Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
The Seattle Mariners took down the Atlanta Braves yesterday in a 4-run comeback, one that sets up Seattle for a series win today. The M's face off against Bryce Elder, Braves starting pitcher with the top 7 ERA and top 25 whip, along with an impressive 36 strikeouts, more than every Seattle pitcher except for Emerson Hancock and Logan Gilbert. The Mariners, top of the order, needs to continue great play from yesterday. All of those top 7 batters earned a hit, but Cole Young, Mitch Garver, and Leo Rivas combined for 0 for 10 to round out the bottom of the order. Seattle holds an 8-5 record over Atlanta since they started playing yearly in 2022, including 3 straight wins dating to yesterday. First pitch for today's game 2 comes right about now, and we're going to have these highlights coming on Nightside. The Seattle Kraken now know their draft pick selection after the 2026 NHL Draft Lottery, moving down 1 spot to draft 7th, below Toronto, surprise at number 1, and San Jose at number 2. The pick is Seattle's 3rd best in franchise history, below Matty Beniers at number 2 in 2021, and Shane Wright at number 4 score in 2022. The best players around Seattle's position are mostly defenders, including Keaton Verhoff from North Dakota and Carson Carrolls out of the WHL's Prince George, if you remember their name, playing Spokane recently. The 2026 NHL draft begins June 26th at KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. Spokane Velocity have a new scarf unveiled for their 509 game this weekend, reading out Spokane Velocity with the city in cursive of light purple and black colorway. And if you purchase a ticket for the match this weekend, you get another for $5.09. Same price there for Velocity key straps, and not just new scarves, but also jerseys back in stock, new hats in store. All that coming up for this match. Spokane taking on FC Naples. 3 p.m. coming up on Sunday at One Spokane Stadium. Very good for Spokane. They're one of the best teams in USL League One. They're tied with third with Naples. A win, they would then be tied for first with One Knoxville, who won the title last year over Spokane.
I think soccer does the best job of like different types of merch and, third and fourth jerseys and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, got to get that money. All right. In news for your health now, lung cancer is the #1 cause of cancer death in the U.S. for both men and women. But a new artificial intelligence tool is changing how doctors can spot who's at risk even before cancer appears on a scan. Ivan Rodriguez explains how it's giving doctors a window into the future.
Standard lung cancer screening exists through a low-dose CT scan, but only about 20% of people who are eligible for screening actually get checked. While some organizations have since expanded their guidelines, until 2022, standard guidelines say CT scans are warranted only for people ages 50 to 80 who have smoked heavily and either still smoke or quit less than 15 years ago.
Half of people diagnosed with lung cancer in the U.S. every year would not have met the criteria for screening.
Doctors at Mass General Brigham Cancer Institute are working to close that gap. Working with engineers at MIT, they developed an AI tool called Sybil, which can analyze a single CT scan and generate a risk score, predicting the likelihood of a person developing lung cancer over any period up to 6 years. In 2023, its developers reported that Sybil was between 86 and 94% accurate in telling which patients were at high risk and which were at low risk of developing cancer within a year.
What Sybil is doing is something that the radiologist can't do, which is try and predict what's going to happen a year from now, 2 years from now, that may not be on the image today.
Sybil works through pattern recognition, trained on tens of thousands of scans to find biological signals invisible to the human eye.
If someone has a CAT scan today and Sybil gives it a high risk score, what does that mean for the person? Should we be treating them in a different way now to mitigate their risk, to lower the chances of this happening to them in the future? We don't know if it will work in that way, but that's what we're hoping.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Amazing. 4 things to know about your weather. We're going to be warming up Wednesday, a little bit warmer than today. Mountain thunderstorms possible Wednesday evening. High temperatures will stay in the 70s through the weekend, and that includes a beautiful Mother's Day. I'll be back with your 8 to 14 day outlook next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Our clients come to Dynamic Decks for the best. My father started this business in 1999.
I've been working with Dynamic Decks for 15 years, supplying them with all of their timber tech and outdoor living products.
We can always trust PAR to have the highest quality products. They deliver it on time, every time.
As a family-owned business, we know the importance of showing up.
Dynamic Decks is a PAR customer for life.
For a limited time only, get 20% off railing and lighting with the purchase of any TimberTech or Trex decking. Visit par.com/decking for more details.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
If you have a vehicle you no longer need, you can give it new purpose through Union Gospel Mission. Simply go to ugmmotors.org or call 509-327-HELP to schedule a pickup. Your donation gives people like Tyler food, shelter, job training, and the opportunity for a whole new life. Be a driver of change. Donate your vehicle to Union Gospel Mission.
From urgent AC repairs to full system replacements, Bill's Heating and AC has you covered. See why thousands of local homeowners trust us for fast, honest heating and cooling services. We offer free second opinions, a lowest price guarantee, weekend service, free equipment quotes, and upfront pricing with no surprises. So call Bill's Heating and AC today and make this summer more comfortable than ever.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors and unbelievable hometown service.
4 News Now is brought to you by River City Glass.
Welcome back. Anyone going on a road trip through Idaho may want to make a pit stop at a very special intersection in the town of Shoshone in Lincoln County. You can find a collection of oddities and even the entrance to one of the world's largest lava tube caves. Joey Martin gives us a tour.
Over 70 years ago, as a senior in high school, Richard Olson stumbled across a cave while hunting coyotes and bobcats 8 miles north of Shoshone. And from that point on, Mammoth Cave was his.
Richard discovered the place in 1954 and homesteaded the land, and we've been doing tours out here since, I believe, the early 60s.
As an avid collector of everything and anything, over his lifetime, Richard amassed a collection that would make any museum blush. And it's all on display before you even make your way to the famed cave.
A little bit of everything. Richard spent his entire life traveling, hunting, fishing all over the world, and his life passion was bringing the world back to Idaho.
From taxidermy giraffes to prehistoric artifacts and everything in between, the Richard Olson and Shoshone Bird Museum is enough to keep you busy for hours. And the peacocks will definitely keep you on your toes.
Yeah, we have about 40 or 50 free-range peacocks. The reason why we have them out here is because they are extremely aggressive to rattlesnakes. It makes it a little safer out here, and they are really great at taking care of ticks.
But the main attraction is Mammoth Cave itself.
It's one of the largest volcanic tubes open to the general public in the world. It goes for a quarter of a mile long. Because it is self-guided out here, you can spend as much time as you like down there, but on average, it's usually done in about 30-40 minutes.
Briefly serving as a fallout shelter during the Cold War, it's now open for you to explore. And while the cave remains solid to this day, it might not meet current fallout shelter requirements.
It could still provide shelter for a lot of things, but nuclear holocaust, probably not.
And if you're curious about taking a road trip there, it's about an 8-hour drive. We're talking southeast of Boise, kind of your neck of the woods a little bit.
It is. In fact, we used to go to that cave on school field trips when I was a kid, but it's not really on the way anywhere. No. Right. So, but it might be worth taking the road less traveled for sure. Oh, what an amazing state. And it is currently in Coeur d'Alene, 71 degrees, very far from Shoshone. Not in Shoshone County, by the way. 72 right now in Spokane with bright blue skies. Our high today, 73. 64 is our average high. We have not been in the 60s for a few days, and there's no sign of any 60-degree weather in our forecast. Sunset tonight, 8 minutes after 8. Around the region, temperatures mostly in the 70s and 80s. 69 in St. Mary's and Libby, the exceptions, and of course Lookout Pass, 54 degrees, and 68 in Grangeville. But look at the 80s, lots of mid-80s in Omak, Grand Coulee, and Moses Lake. These temperatures a little bit cooler than they were this time yesterday. We are going to warm right back up, though, tomorrow, high of 78, 76 Thursday. We cool down to 70 Friday with an increase in clouds and then warm right back up This white line way down here in the mid-60s is our average high. And the 8 to 14 day forecast, this is May 13th through the 19th, still calling for above average temperatures for that time period throughout the entire northwestern and western United States. Precipitation-wise, not as strong a signal. We just have that little sliver of brown indicating a trend toward drier than average conditions. And based on everything I'm seeing, I believe this because there's not much in terms of precipitation in the forecast, just that chance of some mountain showers and thunderstorms tomorrow evening. High temperature of 78, bright blue skies on Thursday. Friday, we have some clouds drifting through and perhaps an isolated shower up along the Canadian border. It'll be partly to mostly cloudy, and then back into the sunshine Saturday. Partly sunny skies for Mother's Day Sunday as well as Monday, and then clearing out again on Tuesday. Overnight lows through the 7-day forecast will be in the 40s and 50s. If you wait till Mother's Day to do your spring planting, I think you can get a jump on it anytime. And if you already have plants in the ground, I think they are going to be good to go for the season. Just make sure to water everything that's on your deck in your planting boxes, because there's not going to be any rain on the way. Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Before we head to a break, here's your look at ABC's primetime lineup for tonight.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Our big Memorial Day sale means you can save on a new 26 Sierra 1500 Elevation. Lease today for just $199 a month and ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Experience the award-winning Best Musical Back to the Future at First Interstate Center for the Arts, May 26th through 31st. Get your tickets yesterday.
You asked, and we listened. R&R RV is now open 7 days a week. Now through September. The R&R RV sales, service, and parts departments are here for you every single day. Need a service appointment, missing a part, or maybe it's time to upgrade to that dream motorhome. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. R&R RV is open 7 days a week. Sales, service, and parts. Now open Sundays. R&R RV, family-owned and customer-driven. Division in Francis and North Spokane, or look for the open sign in Liberty Lake.
Starting your tax return? Don't forget the Working Families Tax Credit for up to $1,330 back. The refund is for all qualified workers, not just families. And great news, you still have time to apply for the annual credit going back to 2022. Find out if you or your family qualifies at workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Hey, Chad here from the Easy Home Buyer. If you want to know how easy it is to sell your house fast, just pull out your phone and scan this QR code. It's that simple.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer. Does your current home have old or faded siding? Are your heat bills going up? Then you might like some new steel siding or some James Hardie siding with a variety of finish options from McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers has set the standard as the best siding company in the Northwest, selling the best brands at the best prices, with long-term financing available. So if you need some new siding, call the pros at McVeigh Brothers. We're working for you.
Our big Memorial Day sale means save up to $12,500 off a new Sierra 2500 HD Denali or 4.9% APR, and ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
The Mystery of Richard Simmons, a Diane Sawyer special, Tuesday, May 12th.
Well, coming up tonight on Nightside, the Spokane Valley City Council is debating banning cryptocurrency ATMs to help combat scams. We'll tell you the outcome of that vote. Plus, after just barely winning Game 1, the Mariners are taking on the Atlanta Braves again tonight. They're in the second inning, still scoreless. We'll have highlights of the game with our Jack Wallace tonight on Nightside, starting at 11.
Also, I will have an update on the potential for some mountain thunderstorms on Wednesday that could impact Bonners Ferry as well as Sandpoint, but I don't think they're going to make their way much further to the south, but I will have more information about that tonight.
But most importantly, if you're planning anything outdoor with your mom on Sunday, it looks like you should be good to go.
Yep.
All right, thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you later tonight.